Connector example. We have already seen an example of an email connector, a very useful connector that provides us with a lot of functionalities for the daily operations in the company. Now we are going to see another very useful connector when connecting with third application, the SAP connector. It is highly used in the business world. The SAP connector allows us to connect with SAP databases, extract data from these databases in real time, modify our processes in Quantic, and once we have finished modifying the data in Quantic, we can update the SAP database in real time. This makes of this application a very powerful one. Let's go now to see how we can configure a SAP connector. We can see here the main configuration screen. Here we can see we have two operations defined, BPM sales order and BPM port change. The first step is to define the general connection data indicated in the header. Subsequently, the Add Operation button must be clicked, which generates a new line in the list of operation and activates the fields on the right. At this point, we can choose between using a standard SAP BPM with select or BPM to customize it. If we customize it, we must indicate the name of the BPM and then click on Get Structure button. In addition, the type of execution of this operation in a process can be automatic or by means of a selection filter indicated by the user button on the form. In the Delivery Data tab, you can see the structure of fields that must be mapped to send to the SAP system, with the panel source fields on the left side and the destination fields on the right side of the screen. It is possible to assign them a default value or a simulation one, which would allow us to test the execution of the BPM based on those indicated values. The source are located on the left side. The destination fields are located on the right side of the screen. It is possible to assign a default value, so it would not be necessary to assign a correspondence with panel field. The system is prepared to allow data simulations, so we could indicate for it a series of values in the corresponding column. In the tab Return Data, we can check that the SAP system returns data in the form of a table. This is a group of fields, so we'll have to access an additional screen to configure it. That is to say, to map the values for each column. We can perform the data mapping accessing the addition of the table. On the left side of the table, the data that SAP has is shown. On the right side of the table, we will indicate the destination field in panel. As in the delivery data, it is possible to assign a default value or a simulation value. Now is your turn to proceed with exercise 506. Thanks for listening.